I hope your day is full of triangles and rectangles and polygons and trapezoids. Have I done a shape intro? Fun. Hope your day's full of circles and spheres and cubes. Double peace sign. Guys, it's a new episode of Shank. Today's guest is the one, the only Jamie Kennedy. But before we get into this week's episode of Shank with Jamie Kennedy, there's just a few things I want to tell you about. First being, I'm going to be in Tacoma, Washington tonight. That's right, Tacoma. March 22nd in Tacoma, Washington at Super Funny Comedy Club with Kimberly Congdon tonight. Then the 24th and 25th, I'm in Vegas at Wise Guys. Look out for me there. April 7th, I'm coming to Vulcan Gas Co. More information about that soon. And then the 20th of 420, I'm at Nightcap with the one, the only Josh Potter. All right, let's get into this week's episode of Shank. But actually, before we do that, look down at your feet. Are you wearing socks? If you're not wearing socks, ask yourself why. Socks are essential. They're a barrier. They protect your feet, your most precious little assets from the cold, harsh elements, okay? Shop ohyeah.com. That's 3 O's HYEAH.com. Discount code Sara, SARA 10 for 10% off unique sock designs. Whether you're into aliens or the Brady Bunch, there's a pair of socks for you. All right, let's get into this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only Jamie Kennedy, guys. Here it is. Cold, harsh elements, okay? Shop ohyeah.com. That's 3 O's HYEAH.com. Discount code Sara, SARA 10 for 10% off unique sock designs. Whether you're into aliens or the Brady Bunch, there's a pair of socks for you. All right, let's get into this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only Jamie Kennedy, guys. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Shank. I'm Sara Weinshenk, and today's guest is the one, the only Jamie Kennedy. Jamie Kennedy.
Wow,
Woo!
how are you?
I'm good. How are you? This is our first time meeting.
I know, we've never really met.
I know. I was like, I want to have this Jamie Kennedy character on my podcast because you did Chelsea's podcast.
Yes.
But the first time I ever heard about you was in college.
Really?
Yes, because I went to this like private, it was this really weird rich person college in Orange County, Chapman.
Chapman's huge.
Chapman
it's like
University,
a really good, like technological school.
Yeah, like film school. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. And so you performed at our school.
I did?
You performed at our school, and my boyfriend at the time, you did some interaction with the audience, and it was with my ex-boyfriend at the time, and he was like, guess who I was talking to on the phone? And I was like, who? He's like, Jamie Kennedy. And he like was like wasted and so happy about it, and it was like a major moment in comedy. So then I was like, I gotta get Jamie Kennedy on the podcast.
Wow, that must have been
a while ago.
15 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you've been in college.
15 years.
Or maybe 10.
15 years.
I don't know how. You're probably 27.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm 27, but it was 20 years ago.
No, you're an advanced student.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a good school.
It was a good school. Do you remember performing there? It was probably just one of many gigs.
Ish. I kind of remember it. I remember I did a gig one time at SDSU and Ben Glebe was there.
Oh.
When he was in college.
That's crazy.
So it's cool to go and like talk to people now who are, we're peers, but were in college at the time when I would perform for them.
That's so crazy. I've never done a college tour. What is a college tour like? Is it wacky?
Can I do this? Am I off camera?
Yeah, you can do it.
So it's totally, here's what it is. Like, so you go and you get booked and you start at like the lunchroom. Right. So
no.
So there's something called a day gig, and you'll do like there'll be 1,000 people in the cafeteria, and they'll have a stage, and they'll have different performers.
No.
Yes.
You did a cafeteria.
You start in the late '90s. I started.
No.
You were like lunchtime. It was like for like fall back or spring forward, like one of those things. And so you get pretty good money, and you do like 20 minutes, and that's how you build your college up.
Okay.
So then you get booked like for middling, and then you get, the money's always great. And then you booked headliners. So back in the day, it was, you would do 2 colleges a week.
Okay.
a corporate, and then a club on the weekend. And more money was made at the college than the corporate.
Yeah.
But, you went to the clubs to get good.
Yeah.
And I haven't played at college in probably 10 years.
I've never played a college. I didn't even know that was a thing until you came to my college, and that's how you even got into my frame of reference. Because my ex-boyfriend was really talking about it for like a week and a half.
Really?
It was like the highlight of his year that you came to our college. Yeah, he was like, Jamie Kennedy, man, he came to the college and I was on the phone with him. We had a whole interaction. And it was like, he kept talking about it and I wasn't there. I missed it. And it was like this thing that I had FOMO. And he kept bringing it up. Yeah, so I was like, I gotta get Jamie Kennedy on the pod. That'll show him.
You still talk to him?
Not really.
It probably was like, well, I used to do a bit where people would like call and during the show. And if they did, then I'd pick up the phone.
Yes.
And then have a whole thing and they wouldn't know who they're calling. And I'm like, she's not here right now or something. She's with 20 of her friends. And then,
yeah. It was something like that.
But I used to open for different people that and middle for them. And then I haven't done colleges in 10 years because the climate changed.
Yeah.
You could do a lot of jokes, then it was still, that was corporates were the safest, colleges were somewhat safe, but pretty loose. In clubs, you can do whatever.
Yeah.
But now you can't because we do one joke.
In college.
They won't pay you. They'll
cancel you.
I've heard they kick people out now.
What do you mean?
Comics are on stage and they kick them off stage.
At colleges?
Yes, for in the middle of their act.
Well, colleges, are they supposed to be fun? Do they deserve the laughs? You know what I mean?
Here's what's crazy is that it's usually like some girl, like some little drama kid who controls all the funds for the year.
No.
And she'll have like $2 million at her disposal. I'm not kidding. Like one year, we
gotta find that girl. Every college.
It's incredible. She'll have, 1 year it was someone else, I forget, speaking, me, and then the next day it was Ludacris.
No.
Yes, it
not
was
Luda.
Luda, like they have big funds for these like spring like Greek weeks. So that's when you do fall and you do Greek weeks. That's the big thing.
So it's like all the students are in debt because they're paying for like the live performance
for Luda.
For Luda. Like it'll make them happy. Just bring Luda and just make sure they pay their payments.
Yeah. Totally different world now though.
That's wild.
Yeah. A lot of comics won't do colleges anymore.
I'll do college for the right price.
Yeah, the money is incredible, but
take me to Duke.
Exactly.
Like some Ivy League school, like that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the greatest schools are like ASU.
ASU, the party schools.
Yeah, FSU.
Yeah.
Or Chapman. I think I did remember having a good, like you guys are pretty, fun. Loose.
Yeah.
You guys didn't care about like the content of the act.
No.
No.
Everyone was probably just fucked up and loving it.
Yeah. Are you from OC?
I'm from LA.
Yeah, but you went down there.
I went down there.
Yeah, that's a really high end.
I regretted it. I was like, I think I'm the whitest person at this school. That's
really,
or the darkest person at this school actually, because my hair was dark, and everyone was blonde with blue eyes. It was like Hitler's wet dream. Chapman. Yeah.
Is that their logo?
Yeah, Hitler's wet dream. Chapman. So funny. Yeah. Where are you from?
Philly.
Yeah. But you've been in LA for a long, long time, right?
At least 34 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you start out in Philly or New York?
No, I came. It's a long story. I'll try to keep it simple. I took a little local acting class.
Cool.
And my teacher was very encouraging. Mm-hmm. And so she was like one of these people that when productions came to town, she got like wind of it. And she's like, hey, I think I can make you background and get you background on this film. And I was like, what's background? And she's like, atmosphere. And I'm like, what's atmosphere? I'm like 17 years old. Right. She goes, She's like, an extra, all right? Like, she really didn't want to admit what it was. She, like, beefed it up.
Yeah.
Long story boring.
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere. It was atmosphere. She had, like, a weird accent, even though she was from Philly. And I went, and it was like, they said, do you have these clothes? Will you cut your hair? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah. And the next thing you know, I got hired for 3 days, like $60 a day. Mm-hmm. And the movie was called Dead Poet Society.
What? That's crazy.
First set I was ever on was
what?
it was Robin Williams. I went to craft service, which I didn't even know what that was, reaching for a baby carrot, and Robin Williams was over there eating hummus with a baby carrot. Like,
no,
it was insane. And I was like,
no.
I was free. I was working at Domino's.
No.
And I'm looking at Robin Williams. It was insane. And
Robin Williams eating a carrot
in hummus. And,
oh my God.
And once I was there, something came over me, like divine intervention. I was like, this is what I'm meant to do. So then I saved up some money, and 6 months later moved to LA, and I didn't know anything. I started to try to do extra work. So I did a little bit of that, but it's very competitive.
Oh, no, I know. I did extra work.
It's crazier. So the whole thing about
and
this.
And the people are crazy that do it.
Oh, because there's no barrier to entry.
Yeah.
It's $40, and do you have this coat from the 40s?
Yeah.
Like it's,
yeah.
It's all that. So there's no barrier to entry, and there's always say there's a lot of room at the top because everyone's fighting at the bottom. Mm-hmm. So then, long story short, is I just did that, but then somebody told me, she's like, you don't want to do that. You want to try to get a line, and I knew nothing. You don't want to
get stuck in the background for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
I had that fear.
NPCs.
Yeah.
You know what those are? Non-playing character.
No.
It's like a video game reference to like people when you're walking around and you see people just taking up space. They're NPCs.
Oh my God. I remember doing background work and everyone being like on the verge of calling SAG at every turn. They're like, there's going to be smoke. We need to get more paid for that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't blame them because before you're SAG and you're doing background work, it's like no money.
Yeah, no, but you can get beefed up.
And then if you're doing it for SAG, you'll make pretty good money.
Yeah, like your rate a day is like $78 or what it was in the late 80s, early 90s. And then you could get featured, which is like the star like looks at you.
Star extra.
Yeah, and they look at you and you don't say anything, and that's like 123. And then if you like do an action, it was like 198. Like I had the prices. Oh, so if you actually got a line, it was like 273, and it was like, so it was a whole to do. But anyway, it's very competitive.
Very competitive.
So I did Domino's. I moved out here and did Domino's and did that, and then
a Domino's delivery guy.
Yeah, big time.
Did you have the little thing on your car and everything?
I didn't have that, but I had the whole apron and stuff.
The whole apron. How long did you work at Domino's for?
I did that for like another 2 years, but I didn't start doing stand-up until a year later. I was doing all these jobs, and I love stand-up, but I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know what it was. And I mean, you have to understand, this is so different than it is today.
Right.
So we had a paper called the Drama Log. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
The Drama Log?
The Drama Log.
No. So
the Drama Log, and sometimes the Variety and the Hollywood Reporter would put in open mics.
And the Drama Log?
Yes. And it was like $1 a week, and you would see. And so there was like coffee houses. They didn't have, Starbucks was not a thing yet. So they had coffee houses, and most of them were in like Venice Beach. And then they were like in North Hollywood. Yeah, so you would go, and the people, you would sign up, and it'd be like Indigo Girls Light or something. Poetry.
Okay.
And comedians. And that's how we did our first, that's how I did my first 2 years, like 3 minutes, by going to potluck on Monday and putting your name in. Yeah. But literally it was like, pick the name in front of you back in the day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then potluck was also on Sundays and Mondays.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yes, there was a little bit more room. The good thing is back then I felt like they had a lot of new faces nights in all the clubs, so you could audition for them, as opposed to now, and I don't think they do that as much.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, where they really would try to cultivate new talent.
Yeah. Yeah. The store tries, yeah. But yeah. But I remember when it first opened, it was like 2 nights potluck. I would go every Sunday and every Monday and try to get up for years.
Wow. Really?
Yes, for years. Yeah.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
Since 2011.
Oh, so 12 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
12 years.
and you would go there.
Sundays and Mondays, and the line would be really long. And then sometimes, most of the time I wouldn't get up. And then Tommy was the booker, and he would be like, just keep signing up. Just like,
Yeah.
yeah. But nothing really ever happened. I just kept signing up.
But eventually you got up.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the comedy journey is so wild. Wait, so you act too?
Yeah.
Do you like acting more, or do you like stand up more? Because like, I don't know, acting feels really playful and fun to me right now.
I mean, look, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. Being on a movie set is like one of the greatest things in the world. Mm-hmm. You know, you've done some really big shows. Mm-hmm. You know, like you've probably played a couple thousand people, right?
Yeah.
That's an incredible feeling too.
Right.
But I feel as like where we're at in the world, that comedy is more important than acting.
I feel like that too, because everyone needs comedy.
They need
and
it.
you get the instant gratification from doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas acting is like you go, you wait.
Yes.
A lot of waiting.
And I love acting, and I love making something that lasts, you know, forever and makes a mark in pop culture. But like comedy, the truth has never been more important right now.
That's true.
I feel like rock stars were the people that pushed the envelopes. Now I feel it's comedians.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
And low key, like people need us to like call out the bullshit.
Yeah.
So I think comedy's better right now.
Yeah.
But I love acting.
Yeah. Do you audition regularly, or?
I mean, it's crazy. A lot of stuff right now is either like self-tape for something really good.
The self-tape really gets me.
Or I get, you know, offers for things that are lower budget. Mm-hmm.
I get lots of offers for things that are lower budget.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All kinds of things. You want to play a superhero? We're going to need you to look at lingerie. I think I'm going to pass.
Lingerie superhero?
Yeah, lingerie superhero for $900. I'm going to pass.
You're going to pass.
Yeah.
And it'll be everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that, yeah, I mean, it's just weird. I mean, I don't know. I do and I don't. Like, it rolls. I'm trying to do my own thing. I just did a movie.
Cool.
And I'm trying to do more of like movies.
Did you write it?
No. Just got acting in it, but a guy I know wrote it. And I really like him. But it's like the process of like making a movie is so... It's either Marvel, you're fighting to get in a Marvel movie, or like, you know, we're getting the lingerie offers.
Yeah.
And everything.
We're getting the lingerie offers. I bet you have some too. It's probably the same guy.
No, I think your lingerie offers are better than mine. But there's no middle. Like there used to be like you would read for 3 movies a day.
Right.
Like they would make like Biodome. They'd make like Encino Man. They make Malibu's Most Wanted. We make these movies that were 10 and 12 million. They don't make those, or go to streaming, but they don't even make comedies. Like when's the last comedy movie you saw? Andy Samberg on Hulu. He did that movie Palm Springs.
Oh yeah. I liked that movie.
Yeah, but that was like our last
movie.
Comedy.
That's probably true.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a whole different bizarre world now.
I know, especially post-pandemic.
Yes.
Like, let's audition in person, okay? Let me make an impression. If you capture it in the room and there's a vibe, you'll feel it.
Like, let's, you can connect with people.
Yeah, versus like, I'm taping myself. I got my Ring camera. I'm worried about how I'm looking. Then I'm looking back at it like, oh, is that what I look like? Really? I have to redo this and send this? It's like the inner dialogue. Do you have that?
All the time.
It's like cuckoo bananas.
Right? You know what's funny is like I'm sitting here talking to you.
Yeah.
And you come off as cool and chill on your social media. Uh-huh. But I like that you're a little bit more neurotic. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, no, I'm very neurotic.
I like that.
I'm a neurotic Jew.
You would never, you don't come off like that on your socials.
Not on my socials.
No.
But I'm a head case. Why the fuck else would I be doing stand-up?
Exactly.
It's like, there's a whole world under here, sweetie.
Yes.
It's not just all giggles and rainbows.
You obsess a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you obsess?
Totally. I obsess more like interactions with people. Like I have like so many weird, awkward moments. Not me, but I feel like they get awkward and then it comes back and I'm like, was that
yeah.
Because people are gonna say shit about you, and no matter what, right? They'll say shit about us,
right,
or anyone. But they
right.
could just be like, "Oh, I met Sarah," and you could be on your best behavior, but they'll say something weird, and you're like, "I didn't do that." Or
yeah. You don't know how they're gonna perceive you, and you don't know what state they're gonna be in when you guys interact either.
Yeah,
like a drunk person after a show. They're like, listen, sweetie, I don't have any more to give.
Here's what's crazy, like you just said.
Yeah.
When you come after a show, it's so intense when you do a set. Mm-hmm. And then you come off and people, it's okay if people come up to you because they don't understand the world. And it's, you need a minute to decompress. Mm-hmm. But like, what about when comics just crowd you and you just did 30 minutes and you're like,
yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah. And you're like, I need to come back down to like reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's when I get some moments of like, okay, what did I talk to this person about? What was I saying here?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Everything, like you just said, is post-pandemic, so it's like nothing matters.
Yeah, nothing matters. Like the world never went back to how it was. Like nothing.
Hell no.
We're in a new dimension, right?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, you watch TikTok, right?
Yeah.
There's alien shit my feed is full of alien shit.
No, I know.
It's like that.
I'm just like, okay, let's just call it because I got bills I'm not trying to pay. Fuck it. Charge it to the game, baby.
Bam.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Hear that? That's the sound of my card not getting declined.
Bam.
Yeah, so, and so do you write, like, have you written any movies? Is that something that you do?
I wrote a movie called Malibu's Most Wanted. I helped.
Which was a huge movie, right?
It did pretty good.
Yeah.
People like it.
People like it. I told someone you were coming on the podcast, I'm like, from Malibu's Most Wanted. That was an amazing movie. Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
It's a cult classic, you know what I mean? It's made good, but there's like a lot of memes and GIFs.
That's awesome.
Jiffies, I guess.
Yeah, GIFs.
So I did that. I had a show called The Experiment.
The Jamie Kennedy
Experiment.
Was that a prank show?
That was a prank show.
I remember that.
That was in the WB back in the day. Remember the WB?
Yeah, the WB was the place to be, sweetie.
WB, sweetie.
The place to be.
That was the motto. WB, sweetie.
Yeah.
I love that you're dropping sweeties.
I dropped sweetie and honey.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Meet you at the Polo Lounge, sweetie.
Sweetie.
You sound like one of my old agents.
Yeah,
hey, sweetie. 1:00. Don't be late. So the WB was like,
the place to be.
Buffy.
Oh no, I know the WB.
Dawson's Creek. Jamie.
Well, so were you on the lot with like the people from Dawson's Creek?
They were in.
That would have been too much for me.
Too much. You wouldn't be able to handle
I would not have been able to handle Pacey live in the flesh.
Wait, ¿cuántos años tienes? How are you?
35.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. So 20 years ago, we were hitting you at 15-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dawson's Creek. That's just about right.
Boom, boom.
James Vanderbeek.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. James Vanderbeek. Okay, can we pull up a
Frankie
trailer
Muniz.
to the Jamie Kennedy Experiment? Is there anything online we could look at?
Tons of stuff.
Cool.
You can do tons of stuff. I love it. I love that we have the doomsday clock. Does it start in an hour, and if you go over it, you're in trouble?
Yeah.
Boom.
Sirens go off.
You can go to... Here, you want to go to my Instagram? I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, we have those capabilities.
Boom. You can go here and don't go on my DMs. Go down.
Don't go to my
right here.
DMs.
Here's one. You can click on this one. Yeah, you can go on that one. This is like a little... I like that. You got this man right here.
Yeah, Xavier coming through.
Oh, shit, bro. You gonna do your shit? Don't use my password.
Okay, technical difficulties, and that's fine. We adapt. We're evolved. We're just clowns.
Yeah, we'll cut this part, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Boom. Boom. Don't look at us, man.
I'm going to steal his identity. I'll become Mark.
Where do you live at?
In Topanga Canyon.
You live out there?
Yeah.
By the Boo?
By the Boo. I swing by the Boo from time to time, Jamie.
The Bizu.
Sometimes I go to Whole Foods to look for broken fathers in Malibu.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go to Whole Foods.
Where do you, that's out there.
That's out there, yeah.
That's far as
Well,
fuck.
if I'm going to Whole Foods Malibu, I have a goal in mind.
To get a single dad.
To get a single dad, yeah.
With how many kids?
Hopefully one.
One kid.
One kid that's mostly self-sufficient is what I'm looking for.
And you want him to ring your groceries through?
No, I want him to be like shopping for gluten-free tortillas or something.
And then
Something bougie and annoying. And then I'm just walking by in my yoga pants, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking for LaCroix.
You're looking for LaCroix. Okay.
Yeah, we're looking for LaCroix. Very casual. You know how people do.
Totally.
At Whole Foods. Mm-hmm. And then we bump into each other. I don't know. Maybe I drop something. He hands it to me. Bam. It's a romance for the next 6 years.
Boom.
Yeah.
That happens quick.
That happens quick. And that's love.
I'm going to attempt to hypnotize the entire audience. Asleep.
Get their stuff. Let's go. Okay. Get that guy's keys right there. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Cash, get the cash.
I'll explain this.
Is this part of the show?
Put your head down. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Put your head down.
What kind of hypnotism is this?
Are you sleepy?
No, I'm not sleeping.
Are you gonna rat me out?
Yeah, I'll rat you out, man. Especially him.
You can't be sleepy.
Okay, so what do you need to do? Guy has a complaint that you're taking items from the customers.
What?
I did not do anything. He took the money.
What?
I didn't take any money. When everyone awakes, they will find out that their money is missing, but I had nothing to do with it. It was the man in the tan jacket. Everyone awake! There's no problem here.
Did you take my money?
They took all your stuff.
Everyone asleep?
So
Love it.
that's a little clip, but we basically, that whole show is we pranked, that whole audience was in on it, and we would we would get one person. And so
that's amazing.
I played a hypnotist. You know how you like go to shows?
Yeah.
And so the whole thing is he hypnotizes to rob people.
I love it.
And so, yeah, but so I did that for 3 seasons.
That's so fun.
So fun. It was right around the corner of our office. And this area is a very good vibe for me creatively. So I was happy to come here.
That's awesome.
But, did that. And
So you did that. And then did you write Malibu's Most Wanted?
I wrote it with Nick Swartzen. You know Nick?
Oh, yeah. Of
Nick
course.
is my boy. So he
Awesome.
a great writer. And then I would like talk about ideas and he would just come back in 2 days with 20 pages of hilarity. And then
That's awesome. It helps when you have a friend to write with.
yeah. So we did that and did another movie, Kicking It Old School, and that was like a little baby or cult hit. But then I've acted in stuff that I'm not creative, but I like to create my own shit.
Yeah. Do you do like indie stuff? Like any cool like Sundance stuff?
I did a couple years ago when Sundance was really bigger. I did in the late 90s. I did a movie called The Clock Watchers with Lisa Kudrow.
What?
Yeah.
I bet that's amazing.
That was a great indie. It was so fun. And that was at Sundance.
Lisa Kudrow and you?
No, it was multiple. It was also Toni Collette.
Okay, cool.
Parker Posey.
What? I love Parker Posey.
I know. I could see, you could have a Parker vibe.
Parker, I loved her in what's that movie? Best in Show.
Best in Show's incredible.
Best in Show is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I know. It's so good.
I just rewatch it. Yeah. The characters are so funny.
Because you met people like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just nail it.
I know.
Parker Posey has braces.
Yes.
So funny. It's like something about an adult in braces really gets me.
Right?
Because it's like, good for you, handling business late in life.
Right.
Way to take control of your own health.
So when you see someone in braces over 40, you're like, okay.
I'm like, they've had enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Get it together.
They're cleaning up their act. When I see someone now, though, with actual full metal braces, I'm like, why wouldn't you just go Invisalign?
Yeah, that's kind of late 80s.
Right?
Yeah. Or gear.
Headgear?
People have gear.
The gear's rough.
I know.
If you're like tinkering your gear
Yeah.
to straighten out your teeth.
That would be 2023.
It's like that would be a reason to make fun of somebody.
Yeah.
Headgear.
That's tough. That's a tough.
Tough.
If they're in school, that's tough to have gear.
That's character building.
Yeah, you're right.
You're like, this is how you get a funny kid. Headgear. Hell yeah. Anything different in school will make you funny.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what comedy is. It comes from
a dark place.
It does.
Were you weird?
I don't know if I was weird. I was like a spaz.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was always talking in school.
Same.
Always I had ideas. Like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so, but I was kind of cool with a lot of groups. Do you know what I
Same.
mean? I was
Yeah.
cool with like the jocks, but I wasn't a jock. I was cool with stoners, but wasn't a stoner.
You could like go in and out of the different scenes.
Pretty good. I mean, but I was never a theater nerd, but I liked them. And
Well, the theater nerds were cool, but it's like a slippery slope because you don't want to go too full theater nerd.
no.
And then you get, blacklisted from society.
Yeah, they
in
call
a way.
theater kid energy.
Yeah.
You
Theater
know.
kid energy.
But they say comics are on, but I would say theater kids are more on.
Theater kid energy. Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, no.
But I feel like probably I hung with like the wise asses. So I assume that's what you've done too. Like you kind of
Yeah.
people that kind of make jokes all the time. And
Yeah, people that make jokes all the time. A lot. I mean, like in elementary school and middle school specifically, like when they put a movie on, that was my time to chat. I had side commentary about everything that was happening.
how often did you watch movies?
I don't know. They didn't want to deal with us often. It was
Really?
like at least once a week we were watching movies.
Really?
I was writing my own movies with my mouth. Yeah.
Writing my own movies with my mouth. Wait, I don't remember a lot of movies back.
You don't?
No, but I'm a different generation.
Did you get movies, Xavier?
Yeah, it would always be like the same, like three. Like for me, like the movies were like Sandlot,
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, yeah.
and then and then like two cartoons that are like okayed by the school, and then the teachers just be like, "You guys just watch this today."
Yeah, they did do that to not deal with you, right?
Yeah, when the teacher just can't.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I would be as a teacher. I'm like, put on the movie.
They're like, put on fucking
Fuck it.
History Channel.
Yeah. I just remember like watching, Do you remember, did you guys have a science fair?
I think so. I mean, you're asking me to go deep in the recesses
Deep.
of my mind.
I'm asking you about your middle school science fair, but you didn't.
We didn't
see
have
that
middle.
coming.
I went 1 to 8, 9 to 12. I didn't
I
have a
went
middle.
to kindergarten through 8.
The private school, public school?
Private.
In the valley.
In the valley. And like,
So we had science fair during that year.
yeah, but like, when you go to school with people from like that for that long,
Mm-hmm.
you can't reinvent yourself. You are who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So who you are from kindergarten is really who your friends identify you as until the
Eighth
end of
grade.
8th grade. So when I broke free from those shackles, that's when times got fun. But you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm in high school. I'm redefining who I am.
And then you went emo.
No, and then I went fun.
You were fun.
I was fun. Yeah.
What were you in grade school?
Fun, but
Mm-hmm.
nerdy.
Nerdy.
Nerdy fun.
And then what was
Dorky.
fun? What was fun in high school?
Fun was wild.
Wild.
Fun was older boyfriend who drove.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to brag, but I did have an older boyfriend who drove.
He was in a grade above.
He was in 2 grades above.
And when you were a freshman.
Gus. His name was Gus, and he had a purple van.
Jesus, God.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
He had a van?
Yeah.
A purple van in the valley?
Purple van, yeah. And it was his mom's.
What part of the valley?
Woodland Hills.
He had a purple van in Woodland.
And he had really curly hair. His name was
You
Gus.
think Gus was... You're putting his business out there.
Yeah. Gus is married with a family.
Gus is married.
Gus
had a
never
van.
looked back, sweetie.
He never-
He's never like, oh, the one that got away. He's like, thank God.
Got her out of the van.
Got the clown out of the van.
Was it a furnished van?
No.
Oh, it was like a fucking...
It was like a van, like a soccer mom van.
But like not a van where they put like plumbing pipes in.
No.
Oh, so it was like a
We would hook up in the van.
A minivan.
It was a minivan.
Oh, that's not different than I'm thinking of a van. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
thinking of like the 70s, like, yo, hop in my van. And like, like, you ever see Fast Times?
Yeah.
You come out of the van. That's a van. The weed comes out. There's a sofa.
It was like that, but not as luxurious.
Sounds like a Chrysler.
Yeah, it was. You're right. It was a Chrysler.
2 captain seats, a thing that folds in the back.
Yeah. That's what it was.
So it was a minivan.
It was a purple minivan.
Mom's taxi.
Mom's taxi.
So he would, you guys would hang out.
In Mom's taxi.
In Mom's taxi.
Yeah.
Jeez. This part.
And that was high school.
I was 23. We can't even talk about that. We get in trouble.
No, we can talk about that.
I know.
I'm gullible. One thing about me is that I'm gullible.
I am too, though.
I believe everything.
Do you?
It depends on my mood and the vibe.
Yeah.
But I am easy to trick. And I hate to say that on the podcast and my friend Kim always says I'm the easiest to trick.
We should have you on the Jamie Kennedy experiment.
Yes.
You would be a good person
to trick.
Pull a prank on. But you also be a good person that would be like a mark, a bait. Where you put people out there to do different jokes. Like we had a girl.
Uh-huh.
And I did a bit where I was a blind guy.
Okay.
And a girl like you was married to me.
Okay.
And then we had an assistant.
Okay.
And then she would hit on the assistant.
No, I love that.
And the whole bit was will the guy hook up with my girl? And the girl was really committed. She was awesome. And she was like, the guy wanted to kiss her. She kissed him. And in the scene, which is not acting because it's real for him.
That's fucking awesome.
And then the audience, we played it back. We roasted him, and he's like, "Why'd you do that?" And he's like, "Oh no, she kissed me, dude." Like, it was really funny. So like you could do. That's what I could see you doing that.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
Luring people into our traps.
I would love to lure people in.
Yes.
To a trap.
But I'm gullible too.
I'm fucking gullible for sure. Be like, oh, Sarah, come over here to this dark alley. You want to see something? I'm like,
there's an open mic. There's a new club.
Just whistling on my way. La 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 la.
No, you're street smart.
No, I can be. Yeah. It depends. When it's me by myself, I have my head on a swivel. But if I'm with my friend Kim, I let her. She plays the boyfriend role, and I just kind of hang.
She protects you.
She protects me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. She does jujitsu. I was gonna say she plays jujitsu, which is definitely not how you say it.
She does it.
She does. She gets it. She does that jujitsu.
The jujitsu. Mm-hmm. So she protects you.
Do you do any like sports? Or you're like.
It's
racquetball at home.
At home, why can't I go? I like to play golf, but I don't have a lot of time. But I do love golf.
What about it?
Pickleball, though.
Oh, the pickleball's having a revolution.
I know.
A reset. Yeah.
But bad. I don't play it enough. But I know everyone's talking about it. But I don't know. There's something about
it's a buzzword right now.
I know.
Pickleball.
Hey, what pickleball? I don't know. Golf is like. There's something weird, like when you do it, it's like relaxing. It's like meditation.
I could see that.
But like we're so, our life is very much either you're getting a gig, you're going to the gig, you're doing the gig.
You're thinking about your next gig.
Yes.
In between your last gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes back to Robin Williams. I think he said one time, 80% of our job is getting the job. Like,
yeah.
It's him saying that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like people are like, "Oh, did you go to? You were in Minnesota. Did you get to see the tower?" It's like, no, I have no time.
I don't have time
between radio,
to go sightseeing.
Yeah, people don't get, and we're dead. And like I'm dead tired, and then I got to catch at 6 a.m. or
right.
So it's like
Yeah, no, I don't have time to see the fucking Space Needle.
Yeah, exactly.
A bitch is busy.
A bitch be busy.
And if I'm going anywhere, it's Buffalo Exchange.
They have them in Minnesota.
They have them a lot of places.
Really?
Yeah.
A friend of mine was trying to take some stuff, and they don't really. I heard it. They're selective in what they take.
Oh yeah. Buffalo Exchange. They'll make you feel like shit.
Really?
They'll pick up a shirt and look at you with disdain and disgust. Like, how dare you bring this blouse to me?
They don't take a blouse.
They don't. It just depends what it is, and it depends on who's looking at it. You know, like if you get like a cool gay guy who vibes with you, maybe he'll take more. If you get a sassy bitch, maybe she'll take less. It depends on who's working at Buffalo Exchange. It depends on. I like to think. I'm crazy, so I'll get stoned and think of like, okay, this is what I'm gonna play up what I look like when I go into Buffalo Exchange, so that they're more inclined to buy from me.
So
Like I'll put on an outfit to go sell things at Buffalo Exchange.
Okay, you're working them.
I'm working them.
You're working.
I'm working them. Yeah.
And it probably works.
And I think it works. Yeah. Like I won't go to Buffalo Exchange to sell things unless I've, everything. I have a strategy.
Okay.
And then I walk out with probably like $75 and I'm like, I'm unstoppable. It's hard to get actual money from Buffalo Exchange.
I heard this. What about Poshmark? Why don't you do that?
The mailing.
You're so funny.
Like, that sounds...
Honey.
I
can be bothered.
I can...
gotta lick a stamp, honey.
I'm like, no.
Honey.
It's too much.
I can't believe that.
Too much.
It's supposed to be good, though. Gotta have some pants.
It's a full other business to run.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? I'm still like, okay, get your tour dates on social media. Great, good job. Like, that's where I'm at. I'm like, merch, okay, figure it out. Like that.
Sell a jacket.
So, yeah.
Sell this sheen blouse.
Yeah. It's like too much.
Yeah. But you seem like you... Was that a Buffalo Exchange? What we're wearing?
This was a friend's girlfriend got this for me.
Oh,
she works at a good job.
Okay.
She works at this website called Carbon 38.
Okay.
And they said, do you like this jacket? I said, yes, I need that rich person jacket.
Boom. And
Boom. And my attitude's different when the jacket's on.
Yes.
I take this off, I'm weak and feeble.
You're feeble.
Yeah. I got to keep it on at all times.
That's funny. It looks good.
Thank you.
I'm
what
like,
about
is that
your
a real, almost like it's not real, I hope.
No, it's not real.
Okay.
PETA would be all over me.
Yeah.
You can't be wearing the skin of a rabbit in 2023.
I know.
Skin of a bunny. So sad.
Jeez.
Sorry to say the skin of a bunny.
Jesus.
It was visceral.
Way to take it down.
Sorry.
Having a nice day.
Like the skin of a bunny.
This is like Gus's van talk.
I love bunnies. Do you like nature? I'm going to bring it back. I
like nature.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like being out in nature, like hiking and stuff?
More.
Such a deep sigh.
I had to think about it. More. Oh, God, the nature question. Oh, Jesus. She's asking me what my favorite tree is.
Not the fucking nature question.
Oh, Jesus. Do I hike? By the way,
bonsai.
The whole fucking hiking at Runyon's a fucking bullshit.
No, you can't hike there.
That's a club.
That's
like a night
It's a
club.
bad scene.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times back in the day, but it is a good hike. But you can hike a lot of places.
No, you see lots of demons at the Runyon hike.
Low key, you're right about that.
High key, Hollywood demons.
Yeah, you're right.
They're like taking pictures the whole time, selfie sticks.
Oh,
it's not a good vibe.
That I haven't been there since.
That's why I moved to the woods.
And you live in the woods now.
I live in the woods. Nobody bothers me. I have my hiking trails.
Yeah.
I like minimal interactions.
I'm with you.
I like a hermit vibe.
You are.
Yeah. And then I come out for like shows and stuff.
You really do live in a wooded area?
Yeah.
You don't want to say. Don't say where.
I won't say where.
Wow.
Yeah.
You live by yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. In a guest house in a wooded area.
Animals?
Yeah. A doggy.
A doggy.
I'm in a dog share. Let's talk about it.
Do you have a dog?
I have a dog that I share.
Is that true?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that my landlords during the pandemic, before I moved into their guest house, they were fostering a puppy at the same time that I was looking at the guest house. And they said, and I fell in love with the puppy. And they said, if you move into the guest house, we will co-share the dog with you.
Do you get like a discount?
I get the love of an animal.
Okay. The love. So you share the dog responsibilities.
I share the dog responsibilities, which is perfect because I've been on the road a lot. So it's like.
Is that a real term? Dog
I'm a co-parent, Jamie. It's 2023 and I'm doing it with dogs.
It sounds like you're in a throuple. It's two people and you, right? She's in a throp. A doggy throp.
I'm calling it a dog share.
Wait, so a dog share. So wait, is it a two men who own the dog or
No,
a man and a woman? Okay, and they're a couple.
And then mommy.
And then mommy.
Yeah, just the three of us.
And did they come back to the guest house next year? No. How's
Polly?
How's Pickles? What's his name? Polly?
Yeah.
Okay, Polly. Mm-hmm. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds like the responsibility is a little bit there.
Yeah, that's about what I can handle.
So you like a lot. I'm like that. I like a lot of alone time.
Yeah, I like a lot of alone time. I feel like I need it. Because I got crazy thoughts up in here.
Really?
Yeah.
How often do you go up a week?
It depends on the week. Like this week, I will go up 4 times.
Do you go up a lot in town? I see you sometimes, but
Not a lot in town.
do you like to do that or no?
I do like to do it. I go up at like Supernova sometimes, the store sometimes. Like
I know
the
you're at the
Laugh
store a lot
sometimes.
in Nova, but you go to the Laugh Factory?
I never do Laugh Factory.
Do you not want to do it?
I don't even know anyone at Laugh Factory.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you could be on there's a lot of different shows there.
Okay.
You got to do that.
Yeah.
You
I'm
ever
down.
You ever go to the Ha-Ha?
I go to the Ha-Ha sometimes.
Okay.
I haven't been to the Ha-Ha in a minute. I think last time I was there was like probably 6 months ago.
I mean, if you want to work out stuff and try,
Yeah,
you know.
it's good.
Yeah.
To just get up on one of those like no stake shows where you can just.
And I feel like the whole scene is so changed now from when I started.
Yeah.
It's very social. Like, people wouldn't meet other people without social media. Now it's like, you reached out to me and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I love her. And it's like,
Yeah.
not in your circle, but like then by doing like a Katie Corzola show, like you and I might be on it together. Or
Right.
So there's all different
And
little
also like Jam in the
vibes.
Van. Have you done
Jam
that?
in the Van's great.
So fun.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
That's a really good spot.
I also like the Nightcap in Burbank.
Great spot.
Yeah.
I actually see some of your clips. That's what
From the
made me.
Nightcap, yeah.
You made me do it.
Yeah. Oh, the Nightcap?
Because your clips were so clean and crisp,
They
and
come
were
out so good.
and really funny, and like the laughs were loud. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you know this. I just learned this about the algorithm, likes bright colors and shit. That's what they say.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it really popped. Your clip was like really bright, and I was like, "Where did you do this?" And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
the cap."
Yeah, the Nightcap. It's one of my favorite rooms to record in
Yeah.
because it's a small room with low ceilings, so the sound is really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And even if there's like 26 people in there,
It sounds like 76.
it sounds like you're murdering
Yeah.
in a room of 70.
It sounds like there's a laugh track on it and it's just real laughter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
More of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun club. It's one of my favorite spots to work things out for sure.
Yeah.
And then do you have like a writing process?
That's tough for me.
Do you just like have ideas randomly at random times and then write them down?
Another big sigh.
A deep sigh. Not this question. Not the writing question after the tree question.
The dog sharing. I feel like there's a few different types of comics, but one's like a writing comic, and then one is like a performing comic, and then I'm more of a performer, less of a writer, and then things happen funny on stage, and then I go, okay, that worked.
In the moment.
I would
so you write on stage sometimes too.
A lot of times, but I also.
You have like an
idea, and I'll have a couple of good. I really do hate. I love a good joke, but I hate jokes, like in the sense that I have to like do something. I would like to just be able to vent.
Yeah.
And like
have fun.
Yeah, and do
play.
what I want.
Yeah.
And that's why when I go up, I usually try to go up last. Like the improv is really cool about that. They let me close shows so I can be a little bit more loose. But even those shows have been so packed lately. Like people want comedy more than ever that I feel like I gotta give them what they want.
You got to give them the best stuff, then you can't be as playful.
Well, when they pay, I feel like I gotta give them a show.
Yeah.
But if it's late and it's like half full and they're wild, then I'll give them a little bit and then I'll try shit.
Then you have your own agenda.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
Yeah. And it's like people are more heckling more than ever. Like I did a movie called Heckler, and it's all about how we become critical as a society. And I did about 15 years ago, but it's like becoming more relevant now because people are more entitled than ever and people yell out more than ever.
People were yelling out last night so much I had to be like, shut up.
At Mic Drop?
At Mic Drop, yeah. Because I think they get drunk and they get excited.
Your show was probably pretty packed, right?
It was pretty packed, yeah.
So you went down, you and Kim.
Yeah.
And then you have your stands.
What do you mean our stands?
Our stands. That's like
yeah.
your
Fan
simps.
stand. Yeah, we
fan-
have our simps.
Your simpies.
Yeah, we have our honeys.
Yeah. Honey. Is that what you call them?
Yeah, the honeys.
Honey. So
Yeah.
wait, you and her,
Yes.
someone open?
Xavier open.
Xavier open. You did 20?
No, I just did 10.
You did 10?
You did 10, and then the host down, what was her name?
Her name,
And you guys did what?
Kylie. She did 10 as well.
30.
Kylie what? I can't remember.
I have it right.
You did like 30 each.
Yeah, and then we went on, we did like 25 each, and then we get on stage together
Mm-hmm.
at the end and do another 20.
Okay, so have fun.
And it's just like, that part's really fun. Because we were trying to do a live podcast on stage,
Mm-hmm.
but that wasn't translating. And just going up with mics as friends is better for us.
Yeah.
What was her last name?
It's Kylie Troop.
Kylie Troop. Yeah, she was funny.
Yeah,
it was
she's
fun.
really
And
good.
you did great last night too.
Honey.
Honey.
You
Our little baby Xaviers. Honey.
Xavier. So
Xaviers.
you guys go up. So you're going to have people that are going to get wild with you because they
Yeah.
feel they know you through this.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
you
but-
feel like you sell more tickets because you're doing pods?
Yes, definitely. Like since Kim and I started doing the podcast together, we sell tickets now. Before it was harder. Now
Yeah.
it's a lot easier.
Because I see you guys on
Yeah.
the off. Like I saw that you were coming. I think you were going to Arizona.
Yeah, we are.
I think I saw that you're going to Side Splitters.
She's going to Side Splitters
Yeah, like
in Florida.
you either before or after me.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I
see you a lot at the places too. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, these girls are right there.
I see you out there.
They're blowing up.
Thanks. Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, and it's good to do it. To find a night if you can't get a weekend. I like doing one nights.
Some of the one nights are fun. Some of them are rough.
Yeah,
Because like physically, I didn't ever think about this when I started comedy.
Mm-hmm.
This shit's exhausting, sweetie. I don't know. I know we're supposed to make it look easy and fun, but like
Yeah.
it's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like the traveling, the schedule, the
Yeah.
sleep, the like
do the shows.
do the shows. Yeah.
You do two shows a night, right?
Sometimes two a night, sometimes one a night,
I mean,
depending on the spot.
Back
Like,
in the day,
yeah.
at the clubs, you would do 3 shows on a Saturday. You would do a 7:30,
No.
a 10, and a midnight. Yeah. And then a meet and greet after each one.
No.
Yeah. You'd be cooked. But it'd be like amazing
So
stage
fun.
time. Yeah. In your 20s.
But that's crazy. That's so many spots in a night. And then
It's-
like you finish at your last set's at midnight, and then you're not going to bed until like probably 2, 3.
No,
4.
the shows are done at 2-ish. You meet and greet, and afterwards you have a drink with the staff.
And then yeah.
Then you're gonna grab a taco. You're in
Yeah.
bed by 4.
Yeah. This is.
You're
this
on
is real.
safari at 4 to 4:30.
Yeah, this is real. This is real.
And then you sleep till like I usually would on the weekends till like 3:30.
That's ideal.
Yeah, and then get up and do it again. It like takes me a minute.
I know
stretch.
it took me like a second because you know how I feel like society is like
You don't
your
have to
schedule's
do it anymore.
supposed to be 9 to 5. Like
No.
like it's such an old school way of thinking. So
Totally.
like I didn't realize that for so long. Do you know what I mean? Like you got to do what works for your schedule.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You
Yeah.
know what's really annoying?
What?
On you're on the road and those hours affect our eating. Like Panera.
You got beef with Panera?
Mad beef. You ever go to the Panera in St. Louis?
No.
All right, one of the greatest souffles. You like souffles?
Yeah, I like souffle.
Bomb souffle, soft bread, egg, cheese. It's bomb. I go there at
I didn't know Panera had souffles.
Okay, but here's the problem. I go there at 11. I go, can I have those last two souffles? They go, we stop serving breakfast at 11. I go, it's 11. They go, we stop serving breakfast at 11.
No.
I said, it's 11. They go, sir, we're on sandwiches and soups. No. I go, it's 11. I go, McDonald's does it. No, sir. I said, here, I threw a 20. I said, I'll buy extra, keep it. No, sir. They won't do it.
No.
I had a whole fucking rage about it.
Did you make a scene in Panera?
Low key, but I wanted to like it's.
You wanted to break shit. I've been there. I've been there. Give me the souffles.
It's dumb because it's gonna sit there, and so that's what I'm saying. The world is geared for like bankers and doctors, and it's like, what about people that are night owls? We're at night. We're
just creative.
Yeah, and so it's like that's why I like Waffle House. Because Waffle House is open all night. You can get that cheesy eggs all night. So it doesn't help us. It's weird too, because if you do radio, which is really less and less, but you have to do your show on Thursday, you get done at midnight, and then you got to get up at 6. And you do a bunch of radios. I'm like, I always said, why strippers don't do this. Like strippers don't dance all night and then get up and start hawking. But they do. I was wrong. Strippers go to radio stations and promote giveaways. So I feel like strippers and us are very much similar. And musicians.
Yes. Anything for that dough, sweetie.
That dough, honey.
That dough, honey. Wow, this was so much fun. Thank you for coming on the podcast.
That was quick.
I know. It was so fast.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to promote? This is coming out Wednesday. So in 2 days. So any shows?
This week I'm going to be at NOLA Brewing Company Wednesday night in New Orleans. What's today's date?
Today is the 20th.
22nd. I'm going to be at NOLA Brewing Company, and then I'm in Lafayette the 23rd, and then Mobile 24th, and then Destin, but that's sold out on the 25th.
Hell yeah. And where can people find you?
You can go to JamieKennedy.com, see my tours, but also the Jamie Kennedy on Insta and all the basic stuff.
We'll link to all of that.
Yes, and Hate to Break It to You is my pod.
Hate to Break It to You.
Yes.
Okay, we'll link to the pod too.
Yeah, get you on.
Yes, I would love to. Yeah. That was so much fun. It was so nice to meet you.
Thank you
guys for listening to another episode of Shank. If you're in Tacoma, I'll be there today. That's March 22nd with Kim Congdon. And then I'm going to be at Wise Guys in Vegas this weekend, the 24th and the 25th. And then more dates at Princess Shank on Instagram and Twitter, patreon.com/Sara Weinshenk for bonus content. And we'll see you next week. Bye.